So I'm just going to be talking about a couple of things today, and this first one is dated July 17th, 2024, which helps you to see that King Charles III is very interested in what's going on with Israel. And King Charles says the UK is committed to secure Israel and Palestinian state. King Charles said that his government was committed to a secure Israel as well as to establishing a Palestinian state. Charles said, "My government will play its part in trying to secure long-term peace and security in the Middle East. It is committed to a two-state solution with a safe and secure Israel alongside a viable and sovereign Palestinian state." Now, as I shockingly told you before, both the Palestinians and Israel have considered becoming part of the British Commonwealth, and I read articles about it before that I discovered, and also that Yasser Arafat had tried to meet with the Queen in London to discuss becoming part of the Commonwealth. But the Jewish Chronicle stated that King Charles' government was committed to a two-state solution. And these remarks were on Israeli-Palestinian conflict come during state opening of Parliament. And this was on July 17th, 2024, by Lauren Bell Cross. King Charles said the government would play a constructive role in trying to secure peace between Israel and the Palestinians during the state opening of Parliament. In the King's speech, where the government sets out its legislative agenda for the coming year, His Majesty said, "My government will play its part in trying to secure long-term peace and security in the Middle East. It is committed to a two-state solution with a safe and secure Israel alongside a viable and sovereign Palestinian state." So this is the second article quoting that phrase from him. And Labor's general election manifesto pledged to recognize a Palestinian state as a contribution to a renewed peace process which results in a two-state solution, rather doing so unilaterally. Since taking office earlier this month, Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer has spoken to both Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas. On Sunday, Foreign Secretary David Lammy made his first official visit to the Middle East and met with Netanyahu and Palestinian Prime Minister Mohammed Mustafa. Both Lammy and Netanyahu emphasized the importance of the UK and Israel's partnership and cooperation. Lammy met Israel's President Isaac Herzog and said the UK would be pushing for an agreement that would see Israeli hostages held by Hamas in Gaza released. He said, "We see a hostage deal emerge in the coming days, and I'm using all diplomatic efforts." Indeed, last week, at the time this was written in July, with the G7 nations, and particularly with the Secretary of State Blinken pressing for that hostage deal. The Foreign Secretary, who is MP for Tottenham, also visited the World Holocaust Remembrance Center, Yad Vashem, and signed the Yad Vashem guest book. He said, "One of the greatest honors of my life to visit the Yad Vashem as the UK Foreign Secretary, particularly because in the UK Parliament, I represent the historic area of Stamford Hill in North London, one of the historic homes of the Jewish community in London. Escaping a series of problems in the 19th century, of course, the Holocaust, and we honor all that were murdered, and we remember the evils of genocide in that period of history." So this just verifies what I said, that they could look to the king to become the king over them and become part of their commonwealth. And then the king would be the person that would broker the peace between the two sides as they both come into his commonwealth. So that is the thing I've been talking about for a while, and things just prophetically take time to be put in place. But those were some things that the king actually said about that he wanted to be the one to bring peace and security to Israel and the Palestinians. So that's all I had to say in this report about King Charles III and just what the developments are. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving a thumbs up, a like, and for supporting my channel. I appreciate it so much. I'll see you in the next episode.